Hi, this is Seshasai here from the EuroKids group, and a very good evening to everyone who's on this Facebook Live. Um, the EuroKids group, as you're aware, is one of India's largest groups active in the education sector. Uh, we have a chain of about 1,100 EuroKids preschools across the country, 125 Kangaroo Kids preschools across the country. We have about 30 Billabong High international schools, and we also have 11 Euro schools across the country. Um, Today, I'm here to talk about some of the interesting things that the EuroKids group is doing during these very challenging times during the COVID lockdown. Um, the lockdown got imposed towards the end of March, and in the preschool space, all the toddlers, all the kids who were attending preschool, all of a sudden got locked out of their preschools. They couldn't meet their classmates, they couldn't meet their teachers. So we immediately responded by making sure that we started online classes for our toddlers. And the only reason why we started these online classes was that we knew that that would be a great way for our toddlers to remain in touch with their friends who now they couldn't meet. They couldn't go to their friends' homes, they couldn't go on play dates. So we thought this would be a great way for the preschoolers to be able to at least see each other on a daily basis. Some parents reached out to us and said, you know what, my child is missing her teacher, missing his teacher. So at least these online classes gave the kids an opportunity to catch up with their teachers on a daily basis and get to see their friends on a daily basis who they otherwise would not have been able to see at all. That was our immediate response to the lockdown imposed because of the pandemic situations. Having said that, after some time, we saw that online classes was not something that was working for everyone. In some cases, parents started questioning the screen time requirements. They were worried about too much exposure to screens. Um, in some cases, both mom and dad working from home, they found it difficult at times to juggle work from home along with sitting with their child in front of the screen and attending online classes. In some cases, parents did not have adequate internet bandwidth available at home. Sometimes they didn't have enough number of devices available at home to make sure that their child could attend the online preschool. So, for a variety of reasons, what we saw was that quite a few parents decided to completely drop out of preschooling. And we've seen many parents deciding to just stay out of the whole preschool experience for the last few months. And we see that as a problem from the child's perspective. Um, uh, the national education policy was recently released by the union government. Proclaimed the importance of early childhood education. And one of the quotes from the national education policy is that they say that 85% of the child's development happens between the years of 0 to 6. And that's the period when children are typically attending preschool. So we were aware of the fact that a lot of parents have stopped sending their children to preschools because preschools are shut down. They're not seeing a lot of convenience, and they have concerns about online classes. So, how do we make sure that as one of the largest players in the preschool industry, we continue to provide our parents with some solutions to constructively engage with their children and make sure that the child does not get left behind during the time he or she is not attending a physical preschool. And I think parents, I think you need to be aware of the fact that if you're not being able to constructively engage with your children, then, in a sense, their development, their social development, their cognitive development, it can get impacted, right? Um, So EuroKids has a very large set of people looking at preschool education. So we put our heads together and we said, what can we do for parents at this point in time? You know, how can we provide a solution to parents which takes care of their concerns around screen time, which takes care of their concerns around not being able to juggle work from home along with online classes, which takes care of their requirements of non-availability of devices or bandwidth. And that's when we thought that we should probably think of some kind of a product which doesn't require screens, which the parent can do at their own convenience. And that's when we came up with the concept of the Euroschool, the EuroKids homeschooling program. So we've launched our Euroschool homeschooling program about 2 weeks back. And the advantage of the EuroKids homeschooling program is that it's 100% offline program. There are absolutely no requirements of getting onto a laptop or attending any online classes. There is no appointment schedule that we stick with in the homeschooling program. So fundamentally, the homeschooling program consists of a set of books. It consists of a set of toys. It consists of a set of material which the child can use to do activities inside the home. But the next question that might come up is that these books are fine, these toys are fine, these activities are fine, but how can a parent make the child do these activities? So in the EuroKids homeschooling program, our curriculum experts will send to parents on a weekly basis a set of activities that they can do with their child on a daily basis. So let's say on Sunday, you will get an email or a WhatsApp message which contains a set of instructions for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So for 5 days of the week, we give you a set of instructions, and every day the parent can sit with their child and carry out these activities as per their convenience. Suppose you're working from home, say from 10 to 6, you can sit with your child in the evening. Your child at lunchtime, whatever suits your convenience, you can sit with your child. Just go through these instructions that we have sent to you by email, and they will be very detailed and very simple and very easy to follow instructions, which will ask you to take out a specific book, go to a specific page, and do a certain set of activities with your child. And by doing this, what are we doing? By doing this, we are ensuring that if your child is not attending a preschool, if your child is not going to the online classes being conducted by your preschool, then at least you can ensure that your child has some constructive engagement with you on a daily basis. And in the homeschooling program, we focus on 2 or 3 key areas. The first area that we focus on is language, right? Suppose your child is 3 years old and is probably getting ready to go to junior KG next year. There will be some basic understanding of the alphabet that your child needs to have when they enter junior KG. So the homeschooling program will help you teach your child the alphabet in very, very interesting ways, through activities, through exercises, and not through rote learning. Similarly, we focus in the homeschooling program on mathematics. So your child will learn numerals. And similarly, there is also an emphasis on science. So the 3 key areas that we focus on in the EuroKids homeschooling program is language, is mathematics, and is science. So by using the homeschooling program, you can be rest assured that your child is learning the basic skills required to make sure that he or she is ready for the next stage of preschooling or schooling whenever the new academic year starts, possibly in April next year. The EuroKids homeschooling kit will also contain crayons, will contain various toys, will also contain a set of activities, material which you can use to do activities with your child. And I think it's a great way of making sure that there is a constructive engagement between the mom and the child, or the dad and the child, on a daily basis. You will feel like you're contributing to your child's development significantly. Um, uh, you know, this is something that trained teachers in preschools do on a daily basis. But because we are giving you very simple and easy to follow instructions on a weekly basis, you can do these activities with your child while sitting at home. You can be reasonably certain that your child is not going to be left behind when it comes to being ready to attend preschool or school in the next year, right? And in case you have any doubts, suppose you look at a certain daily activity that you have to do with your child, or you look at today's plan and you say, you know what, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do this. Then we will help you connect to a set of trained teachers, a set of trained facilitators. You can call them up and you can ask them, you can take their guidance and say, I don't really understand how to do this activity, or while trying to do this activity, my child got a bit bored. How can I make it more interesting? And our teachers will help you do this activity in such a way that it is interesting, that it is engaging, and that your child enjoys this activity, right? So uh, so to sum up, when we think about the EuroKids homeschooling program, then it has a set of benefits that are very obvious. It doesn't require any screen time at all, right? So we're not asking you to log into some app. We're not asking you to log into the internet. It's just a set of books, a set of activities, and a set of instructions which you can use at any time during the day. Which is the second benefit, which is that a lot of times nowadays I hear from parents that, you know what, early morning I have to attend online class. I also have to attend a call from work. And this solves that problem, because you can continue to work from home at your convenience, and whenever you get a break, you can sit with your child and do these activities. And the third piece is because it doesn't require a device, doesn't require any bandwidth. If you have any such constraints, that is completely taken care of, right? And so that's the sum and substance of the EuroKids homeschooling program. And um, fundamentally, the EuroKids homeschooling program is focused at children in the playgroup age group, which is between the ages of 2 to 3, and for nursery children, which is the children between the age of 3 and 4. So the EuroKids homeschooling program for playgroup children is available at a price of 14,900 rupees, and the EuroKids homeschooling program for nursery children is available at a price of 16,900 rupees. Now, this is a 26-week program, and it is structured in such a way that by the end of those 26 weeks, your child would have gone through quite an extensive learning process as far as language, maths, and science is concerned. And at the end of this program, we even give you a completion certificate, which you can then give to whichever preschool you're going to take admission in the next academic year. You can even use this certificate to give it to a school that you wish to take admission in for the next year. So that's broadly the sum and substance of the homeschooling program. And during the course of this year, while we've been locked down, while we've been working from home, or in some cases working from office, what we've realized is that there are two sets of parents. A set of parents who are very happy to have their children attend online classes, work on screens, watch videos, and learn through the process. Another set of parents who, for various reasons, either for convenience or screen time purposes, have dropped out of the entire preschool market. And this is the second segment of parents that we've created this product for. Do keep in mind that there are many, many activity boxes which are now available in the market. But at the same time, there is a certain science and there is a certain experience behind the homeschooling product that we have created. EuroKids has been in the preschool market for the last 18 years. So all the combined experience of creating fun learning for our children is distilled into the EuroSchool homeschooling product, into the EuroKids homeschooling product. And all that learning will now be available to you at a very, very affordable cost. And Those of you who are currently not sending your children to a preschool, obviously you can't send them to preschool physically, but who are not taking part in any virtual preschooling program can easily adopt the EuroKids homeschooling program and take advantage of that and make sure that your child doesn't get left behind. So that's the these are all my comments about the EuroKids homeschooling program. I'm happy to take any questions that you might have about the homeschooling program now. The homeschooling program is now available pan-India. We have a chain of close to 1100 EuroKids preschools across the country. You can reach out to any one of these EuroKids preschool in the vicinity of where you live, and they will help you enroll into the homeschooling program. They will facilitate the homeschooling program. They will help you in terms of assessing your child's progress, and they will also help you with any doubts or any problems that you might be facing while implementing the homeschooling program. The weekly instructions will also come from their nearest EuroKids preschool, and they will become the center that you can, if preschools resume physically, this will become the EuroKids where you can go and enroll your child if you enjoy and if you had a good experience with the EuroKids homeschooling program. Any questions? Can we have any questions now? Andrea, are there any questions on the homeschooling program from any of the viewers? Okay, we have some questions coming in on the homeschooling program. The first question is, how's the material different from nursery to KG? So let me just clarify that the homeschooling program currently is only for playgroup children, which is for children between the age group of 2 to 3, and for nursery children, which is children between the age group of 3 to 4. We currently don't have a homeschooling program for the junior KG and the senior KG children. Having said that, the playgroup homeschooling program as well as the nursery homeschooling program is very scientifically designed and is extremely age appropriate. And there are a bunch of fun activities and fun exercises that the children can do along with their parent to learn, like I said, language, maths, and science. So, of course, what we offer in the playgroup program will be different from what we offer in the nursery program. The nursery program will be slightly more advanced than the playgroup program, but I can assure you that everything we do in each of these programs is extremely age appropriate and taking into consideration all the best practices as far as preschool education is concerned. Duration of the program is 26 weeks. So effectively, it's a 6-month program. So if you enroll now, this will be good enough to cover your child's education till about March. And April is when we are expecting preschools to resume physically. So by that time, you would have made sure that your child is going through a strong learning process, a very structured and a very scientific learning process, and will be ready to rejoin either a preschool or a school when they open sometime around the month of April. There's another question saying, what is the difference between the virtual teaching method and the home schooling kit as stated? So we currently we have 2 programs. We have a home engagement program, which consists of teachers conducting online classes for the children, right? And we have the homeschooling program, which is conducted by the parents at home. There is no involvement of teachers in the homeschooling program. The homeschooling program is a set of workbooks, a set of activities, a set of material that we give to the parent so that the parent can teach their own children sitting at home with the help of a series of very simple instructions. Whereas in the virtual teaching or the virtual preschooling that I spoke about earlier, there are daily online classes which the children can attend. So, there will be a time schedule given by the EuroKids preschool, and the parents log into an online class on a daily basis. And we have our highly trained teachers conducting fun activities for the children, and the children learn through these fun activities, right? But like I said earlier, some parents have concerns about screen time, or it's not convenient for them to attend these online classes. In such cases, they can just take the simple instructions given by our curriculum team and sit with their child and do these simple activities, which will ensure that the child is at least learning the core skills needed to be ready for the next stage of schooling. Yeah. More questions. Any option for home tuition for my child for nursery class? So, if you want to do some kind of a home tuition for your child in the nursery class, just buy our EuroKids homeschooling kit for nursery, and you can actually do the. I wouldn't use the word tuition because children in the nursery are too young to be actually taught formally. This is more about doing fun activities with them, and through these fun activities, they start learning, right? So you can buy the EuroKids homeschooling kit for nursery, and we'll give you instructions on how you can teach your child on a daily basis at home. More questions. One, if my child is in nursery, it's good for him, but what about class EJ? Why don't you start for EJ also? So what we have seen is that when the child is, say, between the ages of 4 to 5 or 5 to 6, which is when they are in the junior KG or senior KG, by that time, they are grown up enough that they can actually start attending online classes, right? And in junior KG and senior KG, the instruction also needs to come with a certain amount of expertise. So in junior KG and senior KG, we are not offering homeschooling right now because we think it's better for the child to attend the online classes being conducted by our highly trained teachers. So if your child is in junior KG or senior KG, please do check out our home engagement program, which is a combination of online classes conducted by our highly trained teachers, along with Home Buddy, which is our online app, which is a compendium of many, many resources, videos, activities, tales, stories, rhymes, etc., which the child can enjoy. And by that time, like I said, the child is old enough to sit in front of a screen for a short period of time every day. And this will ensure that your child continues to learn. So there isn't a question, but there is a comment saying when there are online classes, it becomes important for the mothers with child. So that's why mothers are avoiding to attend classes. I understand the comment, and we realize the fact that online classes, especially for PG and nursery children, is very difficult to be conducted without the mother's attendance. That's why we've created the homeschooling product specifically for the PG and the nursery children, so that there is no requirement of screen time and no requirement for the mom and the child to sit in front of the screen at the same time. Okay. Then there's a question on how much does the kit cost and is it available pan India? Like I said, we have two prices. One is for the PG kit or the playgroup kit is 14,900 for a 26-week program. And you pay for the kit and you get the entire material for the next 26 weeks at one shot. And the nursery kit costs 16,900 rupees. And we have a chain of 1,100 schools pan India. So yes, this is the pricing and it is available pan India. You just need to go on to our website or on our Facebook page. Our website is www.eurokidsindia.com, and there you will get the location of all our Eurokids preschools. We have a toll-free number that you can call and leave your name and your telephone number and your email ID, and someone will get in touch with you and guide you to the nearest Eurokids preschool so that you can buy the Eurokids homeschooling kit. Any more questions? Happy to answer any more questions. Please do keep the questions coming in so that I can keep answering your questions about our homeschooling program. This has been specifically created so that you can use it to continue your child's education even during the pandemic. And if anyone is interested in calling us on the toll-free number, the toll-free number for Eurokids is 1-800-209-5656. And this number is available Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And I'll repeat the number. It is 1-800-209-5656. And if you want to visit our website, it is www.eurokidsindia.com. And we are also available on Facebook, and our Facebook page is Eurokids. Are there any more questions related to the homeschooling offering from Eurokids? There's one more question saying, do parents need to take admission to order the homeschooling kit? No, the answer is no. You just need to get in touch with the nearest. You just need to get in touch with the nearest Eurokids preschool. Just buy the kit. Leave your contact details with the Eurokids center. so that you can get your instructions either by email or WhatsApp on a weekly basis. You don't need to take any admission. Having said that, if you buy the EuroKids homeschooling kit and you're homeschooling your child, and in the meantime, say 2-3 months down the line, if the preschools open up, you have an option of going back to the EuroKids preschool from where you bought your EuroKids homeschooling kit, paying a little bit extra and enrolling your child in a regular preschool program, assuming that the children are able to attend the preschool physically. The next question is, for homeschooling, parents are not availing app facilities. No, we have taken away the need to avail of any apps or any screens or any online resources in the homeschooling kit. It's a pure offline homeschooling kit, and everything will be done on paper. Okay. More questions. Will EuroKids teacher assistance be given side by side from the respective centers or completely handled by parents at home? The EuroKids teacher will be available. I wouldn't say side by side is the right way of putting it. Let's say we send you instructions for homeschooling and you're not clear about some part of the instructions. So you need to call the same EuroKids center from where you bought your homeschooling kit. There will be highly trained teachers who will clarify, who will guide you on how to conduct that activity. But and if required, they can even talk to the child, they can even talk to the mom, dad, and guide you through the activities. But please do remember that we are not asking you to do something very, very complicated, which requires you to have a BEd or to have some kind of a professional degree. Yeah, this is simple, fun activities that we are making you do with your child so that your child continues to learn during the pandemic. More questions. How will you certify the child? How will we certify the child? We will just give a certificate at the end of the 26 weeks saying that your child has taken part and has completed the EuroKids homeschooling program. That's how we will certify the child. Is the PG demo kit demo, is the PG kit demo set available in the nearest EuroKids center? Yes, the answer is yes. If you want to go or if you want to see what the homeschooling kit consists of, please get in touch with your nearest EuroKids center and they will talk to you about the PG kit. If your baby is only 2 years old, then you should be buying the playgroup homeschooling kit, and it will have lots of age appropriate activities, fun activities that you can do with your child. One question, admission, it has to be entered in EPMS in order to order the homeschooling kit. This is more like a technical query. I don't think this is a parent query, but looks like this is more of a query from a franchise partner. I would suggest you get in touch with your nearest business manager to get this question answered. How is this kit different from the regular one? Yes, there are differences from the regular kit. Our regular kit consists of trophies and medals and some other elements which get used only inside the physical school. Those elements which get used inside the physical school are not a part of the homeschooling kit. The homeschooling kit consists of only elements which can be used by the parent while interacting with the child at home. Okay. I hope that answers the questions that have now cropped up. Any more questions? More questions. Will there be a time limit set for each of the activity per child to obtain a certificate? Please remember that we are not trying to assess the child. The certificate is not a, a test. We are not giving a certificate at the end of the 26-week program to say that the child has been tested and they have learned, because the PG and nursery children are still too small to really be able to be tested, right? We don't do tests for children at that young an age. We just want to give a certificate to every child who's been through the homeschooling program to certify that they have been through the homeschooling program. Then there are more questions. Do we get guidance for parents? The answer is yes. You will get guidance as parents. You will get guidance from the teachers available at the nearest Eurokids preschool about any of the areas that are covered under the homeschooling program. And then more questions. What about WOW card? Can you show us the activity kit? All details of the homeschooling program are also available on our website. If you want to see the kit, then please get in touch with your nearest Eurokids center, and they will be able to talk to you about the activity kit and some of the kit components that questions are popping up about. Any more questions on the homeschooling program? I think, Pooja, we seem to have covered most of the questions that are coming across. There's one more question which is saying, what are the programs for seniors? Currently for senior KG and junior KG, we are offering the home engagement program, which is a combination of online classes and a combination of the Home Buddy app. Currently, we are not offering the homeschooling program for the junior KG and the senior KG. Having said that, please keep checking our website. We may have some new offerings coming up for the other grades in the near future. Some more questions coming through. All the activity sheets will be given together or per week? No. When you buy the homeschooling kit, all the activity sheets will be given to you and be available right at the beginning of the program, so that you don't have to keep waiting for the activity sheets to come through courier once a week. The instructions will come to you on a weekly basis, right? And the reason why we're not trying to send all the instructions for the entire 26-week program at one shot is so that, you only get an instructions for a week, you finish that, and then again, by the end of the week, you'll get the instructions for the next week. So there's no confusion. You get an instruction for the week. These are simple activities that you can do with your child and finish it off. Then there are more questions. My child will complete 4 years in November. So is homeschooling kit beneficial for her? The answer is yes. Please do take the nursery homeschooling program, which is available at 16,900 rupees for a 26-week program. It's priced very attractively, and it will cover your child's education for the next 26 weeks, and make sure that she's ready for school when school resumes in April next year. Price, more questions about the pricing. I'm going to repeat the pricing once more. Pricing for the playgroup program, which is for children between the ages of 2 and 3, is 14,900 for a 26-week program. And the price for the nursery program, which is for children between the ages of 3 and 4, is 16,900. Then there is a question saying, as of now, virtual schooling going on, but I don't understand why is the school taking full fees? No electricity used, no water bills, teachers are paid less. Don't you think we need to do something about it? For our, we have taken cognizance of that. We are not a full school, we are a preschool. So in our preschools, we have offered the virtual preschooling program. The 12-year fees has been reduced to 9 months fees. The 12 months fees has been discounted and reduced to the 9 months fees. So we have taken cognizance of the current situation. Are there any more questions? Then there is a comment saying HomeBuddy app is very good. Thank you very much for that positive feedback. We have put in a lot of effort into the HomeBuddy app, and I hope the children and the parents are enjoying all the content that we are loading onto the HomeBuddy app on a weekly basis. Do keep the questions coming in. Are there any more questions on the homeschooling program or on the home engagement program? Okay. So if there are no more questions on the homeschooling program, then I'd just like to sum up. We've been talking about how at EuroKids, the preschool chain, we've responded to the challenges of the pandemic. We started by launching our virtual preschooling program to make sure that learning continued in an uninterrupted manner for all our children. We did notice that a lot of parents did drop out of the preschools completely because of convenience issues, because of economic reasons, because of concerns related to screen time, because of issues related to internet bandwidth and issues related to availability of devices. So for those parents who dropped out of the preschooling completely, we have created the EuroKids homeschooling program, which is 100% offline program. And it consists of a set of books, activities, crayons, pens, toys, etc., which the parent can use to make sure that their child does not lose out on learning during this lockdown period, and to make sure that their child is ready for the schooling next year. And so while I'm talking about this, a quick question coming in: what is the difference between homeschooling and home engagement? So home engagement program consists of online classes being held by our trained teachers on a daily basis and content being delivered via the HomeBuddy app. Homeschooling is offline. It is based on paper workbooks, worksheets, activities, and so on and so forth. So the homeschooling program is fully offline. The home engagement program has online elements to it. Yeah. Now, and by having these two programs, we've covered both sets of parents who are happy to have their children attend online classes, and parents who are happy to have their children spend time on apps and consume content from educational apps, and parents who are currently not part of the preschooling system. So we have both the offline product as well as the online product. And just to recap the pricing for the homeschooling program, the homeschooling program is available for the playgroup children between the ages of 2 and 3 at 14,900, and it's available for The nursery children between the ages of 3 and 4 at 16,900. It's a 26-week program. We send you detailed instructions every week at the beginning of the week, and we give you activities to be done with your children on a daily basis for a period of about 45 minutes to an hour every day. And we cover three broad areas. We cover language, literacy, language or literacy, numeracy or mathematics, and science. So we cover language, maths, and science, and we will have every week activities related to these three areas. This will ensure that your child is not missing out on learning during the lockdown period. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to the EuroKids preschool from where you picked up the homeschooling kit, and the teachers there will guide you on how to carry out activities if there are any doubts around it. So it's completely offline. You can do it at your convenience, as per your own time. Simple activities which ensure that your child's learning continues throughout this period. It's available at an attractive price. It will cover the time between now and March, by when we hope preschools will begin to resume physically. And if your son is, one quick question coming in, my son is 3 years old. If he joins this at present, does he have to join preschool from next year? Your choice. If your child is 3 years old now and he goes through the homeschooling program, the next year, either he can join in junior KG in a preschool, or he can go and join junior KG in a mainline school. That choice is up to you, right? So to sum up again, we have both the home engagement program, which is online, and we have now launched our homeschooling program, which is offline and which you can use to teach your child at home. One very interesting question coming up. Absolutely. This, you don't need to take admission in the EuroKids preschool to buy the homeschooling kit. Please go ahead and buy the homeschooling kit. Yeah. And you can run the homeschool program at home with the Euro. Yeah. Any more questions? Okay. So thank you very much for listening patiently and for this opportunity to talk about the EuroKids homeschooling program. If there are any more questions, please forward it to BabyChakra and we will answer these questions. You can also visit our website on www.eurokidsindia.com. You can call our toll-free number in case if you're interested in our homeschooling program and would like to be directed to the nearest EuroKids center where you can purchase your homeschooling kit. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to come here and talk to all of you and to be able to answer all your questions. Thank you and goodbye.